And we are live. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? Give me a sound check here. Let me get a sound check. Just checking in with the chat. Really nice to see everyone tonight. Really looking forward to getting into what's going on with the going-ons today of the Flat Earth International Conference. So basically, let's get into this here. Do a switch over. So yep, hey everyone, Event Skeptic here with you. We might not be joined by Awake Souls. He is looking like he's under the weather, but we are going to have an open Zoom call after I'm done the intro. I think Blue Blood Guitar is going to join us. Really looking forward to hear what he has to say, and everyone else. Don't mind the tape here on my headphones. I am Event Skeptic. I am a tinfoil hatter. So I'm just gonna get into the intro here, and we'll go from there.
This is a special Flat Earth announcement.
The Flat Earth International Conference 2017 commentary with Event Skeptic and Awake Souls. Simulation, realization, nation. Team Yahweh Productions.
What's going on? Did you all witness that today? They're making a fool of Flat Earth. Who's gonna come out and talk about it? Who's gonna just sit on their hands? I'm not sitting on my hands. Hey Jaron, would you spend 5 minutes on your presentation, bud? Looks like a bunch of wannabe politicians showed up today. We ain't having that here. So what is going on? Who tuned in today and watched the Flat Earth International Conference? Shout out to Blue Blood Guitar, will be joining me right shortly. CC for 33. Even though we don't endorse any Masonic numbers, shout out to you anyways. Shout out to Dude's Daily Drink. I don't know what you're all about, but it's an interesting moon picture. The one and only enslaved by media, myself, the Event Skeptic, and Thomas Larson. Good evening. Thank you all for being here tonight. Hopefully, we might be joined by Jason, but I don't think so. He is a little bit under the weather. It's been horrible, really cold in Texas now. I don't know, maybe like, it's not cold like Canada, but it's when you get used to the heat here in Texas, it's real cold. So if you weren't fortunate enough if you weren't fortunate enough today to head on down to Raleigh, North Carolina, you could have been fortunate. If you're in the Team Yahushai crew, you could have hung out with us today and gone over the Flat Earth International Conference 2017. We had D. Marble speak. We had Robbie Davidson start off the conference. He was also shown to be interviewing with Vice News. It's probably going to be a hit piece against Flat Earth like usual. We had an update here. I thought I'd show this with everybody. This was Kristen Love. I guess she's at the conference. And here we go. We can get a little bit better of a picture here. I'll scoot myself over here. It's a little bit better of a picture of what the size of the conference is. Looks like maybe, 60, 70 people. I'm not the best at math. But they did actually draw some media attention. It's a pretty big room. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start off this conversation, this broadcast here, with letting you all know that everything that I say are my ideas. They're my beliefs. And you all know to go out and do your own research and back check everything. And everyone here should already know that these people here at this conference are not, I repeat, are not about Flat Earth, right? They're just not. They're not about Flat Earth. Some of these people might be, but in my opinion, this looks like a CIA shill show. I don't know. I don't know any of these people. I've never seen any of them on camera doing Flat Earth pro videos. So we had that. We had Jaron. We had Jaron give a... Let me get the chat back up here. I know I like to keep my audience involved in this. A few times it almost sounded like laugh tracks. It was so embarrassing, if you ask me. The broadcast lacked enthusiasm. It was boring. Someone else please join this call, because I don't want the number at 33, because I don't want any of that symbology. But it was just like, Jaron, come on, man. Like, he went into his MK presupposition speech, sophism style, Jaronism. He didn't even have the time to make a presentation. He just felt like talking about how he's a flat earth politician, and we all have to change the world and realize that NASA's been lying to us. Ladies and gentlemen, there wasn't one flat earth proof, evidence, or globe debunk in Jaron's speech. And mind you, everyone's speeches from today, there were no flat earth proofs or globe earth debunks at all. You got that? This is a Flat Earth International Conference. No debunks, no proofs for the flat earth, no diagrams, no schematics, no explanations, no teachings, no lessons. This was nothing more than a shill show where these people got up in front of a camera in a room full of people, and they got to pretend like they were up there speaking for me. Event Skeptic. My voice was supposedly spoken today to the world at this Flat Earth conference. And you know what? You know what they talked about all day? NASA. And Rob Skiba, in his beautiful presentation, used sarcastically, even went as far as to propose the multi-universe theory, showing Vatican propaganda principled video clips and monkeys, and making farting noises and obscene gestures. Now, I appreciate Rob Skiba for telling some truths, like the Bible and all of the extra canonical scriptures are flat earth books, which, he brought out, which might have been, one of the only proofs that I actually heard today. There's much more to get into. What do you got? Like, I'm not seeing if any of you have actually watched it, but this guy here, Wilt James here, I'll promote his channel. You guys can watch pretty much as he gets uploaded. All of the conferences on this channel here. I think we're at an all-time low right now for the truth of flat Earth. I think the enemy has really put forth a really lackluster, boring, non-inspiring, no truth conference, and they've done it in the guise that they're speaking for all of you out there, and that's why I'm out here tonight. I'm out here every day. I'm out here almost every night, talking with the people, commuting in the chat, getting involved in the community, actually sharing flat Earth proofs, flat Earth truths, maps, and ways to find more answers. Now, I have come up with my own quick ideas as to what I think a flat Earth conference should entail. And I'll tell you one thing, people standing up on a stage in front of 100 people trying to act like politicians is the furthest thing from what my flat Earth conference would be. Now, I proposed having a flat Earth meetup at the CN Tower in Toronto over a year and a half ago. And the reason I wanted to do it there was because they had a top of the line studio in the basement of the CN Tower, like projection room, everything full out, top of the line. And you can go over 1,100 feet up in the air to a lookout observation deck, and we could then have everyone at the conference actually see that the Earth is flat and not just listen to people promoting themselves like politicians. I'm just going to keep bringing this home. These people do not speak for me. What I'm looking for, shout out to Alex, I'm looking for people, where are the real journalists out there? Where are the people covering this? Where are the people looking for all angles of this conversation? Because as far as I knew, true journalism was the true journalism should find all sides of the story and then allow the reader to then make their decision. So not only are we trying to fight for the true flat Earth, which can't be debunked, and we've got these guys up here. Wonder if any of them had the AE map right here. This is actually a United Nations type logo. So the one world Illuminati satanic system that you all know as the United Nations is actually being promoted here. Now my other question is, what is this symbol? Is this general, like something electric? CE with the... This looks like a satanic symbol to me. Like, I don't know what this is. It doesn't make any sense. Like, a flat Earth conference should have a picture of a flat horizon on it. Like the symbol itself, I mean, and maybe like flat Earth. I don't know what's going on here, but I really don't trust Robbie Davidson. I'm gonna bring someone in here now. I'm gonna bring in the first person available is, it's gonna be Blue Blood. So just bear with me for 1 second here. I'll bring him in. Thanks for joining us again tonight. We're really looking forward to having some, feedback together here on this channel. And the call is out. Let's see what's going on. And we're joined. How's it going, Blue?
Good, man.
So I'd like to ask you some pretty simple questions here.
Go.
Oh yeah, CC brings up a good point here. I should probably bring the desktop share again. 1 second. CC asks, how did Jaren's laser test go? Well, I'm gonna guess that the laser was 18 feet wide at the other end, so thus he wasn't able to mark any posts. So I think his test was a disaster. Jaren can do our 3 mile water level test if he actually wants to prove the Earth is flat, but Jaren wants to mock. He wants to show up to a conference without anything prepared and just go free willy and just talk about NASA and how we've all been lied to and that the teachers want to teach the truth. But he's not going to tell you what the truth is. He's just going to proselytize and politicize lies. So, Blue.
Yes, sir.
What did you think of... Were you there for Mark Sargent, or did you come in after?
Yeah, I was there for the whole thing. Not there, listening with you.
So, what did you think of Mark Sargent?
Same regurgitated stuff from 2 years ago.
So, Pardon? Go ahead.
Same regurgitated stuff from 2 years ago.
Same exact stuff, right?
Exactly. To the nail.
Word for word.
Word for word. Yeah, he might as well just put on one of his YouTube videos and left.
Well, that's what he said he was going to do off the start.
Well, he kind of did through parts of it.
So we got Rich with Mr. Survive. This was the first one. We ended up catching it late. He talked about the meniscus and how the meniscus doesn't disprove flat Earth. What did you think of that?
No.
So he talked about that. He talked about thank Yahweh that he didn't talk about the eclipse was faked by the fake sun by NASA, right? Thank Yahweh for that. But he was comical. He didn't share not a one flat Earth proof, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't even screen share his entire presentation. He just talked about literally the most basic. It wasn't even about flat Earth.
No, I would say if there's anybody that went there and had to spend big money to get there, they totally wasted their money. They could have sat home and watched the same two videos over and over again.
Shout out
it was a waste of time to go to that conference. Nothing new is going to be seen there.
Shout out to Part-Time Vegan and Dude's Daily Drink. Yeah, you're nailed it on the head here. Absolute shill show. I was expecting more. So after Rich was on, then we had Rick Hummer come out. So I guess Rick Hummer is the what do you call him? The host. What do they call him at the award show? The MC.
Yeah.
So I guess that was just Mr. Thrive, and then I'll open up the next presentation because we definitely got to show people that there was no flat Earth proofs, no flat Earth anything. Oh, there's us having a little conversation behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, then it was Mark Sargent came out and absolutely acted like do you know that interview with that NASA guy, Blue? Where he's like, is John in the crowd? John in the crowd? John's got the answer. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
That's exactly
after one of their big Mars launches or something.
Yeah, like they landed on the asteroid or something. I think it was.
Yeah.
Something like that. But so Mark is totally trying to be like this guy, doing a horrible job at it, right? Doesn't have any flat Earth anything. Didn't even talk about his clues or what the clues were about. People asked him.
They promote themselves.
So what would you agree that it was like almost watching people trying to do politics somehow around flat Earth?
Yeah, they weren't selling flat Earth. They were selling themselves.
So
they talked about was themselves.
You know what I thought was really interesting as well? My friend Mark, halfway through his diatribe here, comes right out. Oh, and by the way, this model behind me, this VNES thing, is an absolute joke. Mark comes out and tells people, if you're in the flat Earth, not only, let me just start here. Mark says that he's involved with Flat Earth University, and he is promoting the AE map and the false model because it's easy for the beginners. And then he says, once you join Flat Earth University, you have to take the initiative to go and find the actual truth, because Mark isn't going to promote anything that's true. He literally said this, not word for word. I'm reading between the lines. He then went on to state, flat Earth is a touchy subject, and he said, not to do what? He said not to mix flat Earth with any other conspiracies. Did you hear him say that?
Mm-hmm.
So guess the next three presenters that come on after him talk about anything but flat Earth, every other conspiracy under the sun.
Well, and he even admitted too that there was problems with their model, but it's a great model to get the kids involved.
Yeah, the kids. He even had remember he had a 12-year-old ask him a question from the crowd.
Yeah, that was the smartest guy in the room.
And then they all whistled and cheered, and now there's going to be 10 John LeBon videos where he talks about how this kid's going to go through trials and abuse, and he's probably going to end up committing suicide because he was a flat earther, right? That's what they do every time they bring children into it. I was happy to report, Blue, that there were no false flags. Nobody got shot. No one got fake hurt. Did you see the Flat Earth Reset video? Have you seen his recent one? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh, we got to, at some point, maybe in 5 minutes, I'm going to play that and take a break. Everyone's got to hear. It's pretty funny what he's saying about Pat, the face surgery. But anyways, I'll get back to the synopsis here. We'll try and breeze through this. Mark was just an absolute dork. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, what I'm asking everyone to do right now is to get involved on Twitter. If you have a Twitter account, they banned me after I made like here it says, "It is not like a pizza pie. Files for the real flat Earth map," and then I dropped the link to a Dropbox, and I was starting to spread the actual truth, just like I'm doing right here. Here's the Dropbox. Everybody feel free to go and look at the real flat Earth map. But they banned me from the site, right, Blue? Remember I was telling you?
Yeah, it didn't take too long for them to catch on.
Look at this guy. Next question. Watch, I'll do it. Next question. So serious. Next question. Oh! He did actually get trolled a little bit, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, the very first guy that asked the question in the conference was kind of trolling, wasn't he? With the simulation question?
Yeah. Oh, and that brings up another huge point, too. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Sargent, who is the original Flat Earth is a video game, right? Says that everything that Elon Musk says is a complete lie. So what do you think?
Yeah, wouldn't answer, are we in a simulation?
No. See, but the fact that he said that, Elon Musk was doing SpaceX to fool everybody, but in my opinion, Mark was trying to counter the fact that Elon Musk is using SpaceX to gatekeep for simulation realization, and Mark tried to throw them both under the bus together, which is, I seen a snake move there. This guy's a pro actor, you know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was a terrible event for them, I think.
At least a terrible day. They have a shot tomorrow. I assume the Flatty Awards is going to be all of them receiving awards from themselves to themselves and leaving out all of the true content. Yeah, look, even here, Elon Musk tells the truth. You live in a simulation. SpaceX is a gatekeeper. So the place that I need everyone to tweet at is going to be hashtag FEIC17. That takes you to their page, right? Hashtag FEIC17, right? That's going to be the hashtag, I think. So we need as much help. I'll do it. If no one else shows up to do it, that's cool too. We'll do the best that we can. But so then we got Rick Hummer. After Mark's thing, Rick Hummer comes out. Nobody would apparently leave. They all went to the hallway to talk to Mark after his presentation, and it was very unprofessional. Nobody came back in. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Hollered everybody, trying to beg him to come back in.
No Tugger Doug. I am definitely not at the conference. If I would have loved to go there, because I feel that the true Flat Earth really should have had a representative there, but they had guards with guns. We'll get into that after. I don't feel like getting shot just because I oppose these guys. So this guy's a total tool. He's helped Rob fake that Michigan footage. It was funny. I tweeted out that Michigan footage that Rob was peddling was fake, and that the actual "It's a Mirage" newscast, that never actually made live television, ladies and gentlemen. It was like pay the news crew a couple $1,000 and they do it for 20 minutes after their newscast, right? You know that goes on, right, Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Like spoof news.
I've never seen that. I watch weather channels and stuff all the time, and I watch news just to pick out stuff I don't watch to get true information.
Well, it never aired, right?
I'd never ever seen that on television ever.
Yeah, no, it never aired. I've had some really good research done myself and some other people on Team Yahushua, and they confirmed that it never reached the air. It was a spoof piece, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mark didn't pay for it, or Rob Skiba and Rick Humber, and then you have the Simon Wilkes footage that I wouldn't be surprised if David Weiss or Eric Dubay paid for. Might have been Eric, because I don't think David Weiss was quite into the flat Earth.
Or it could have just been handed to them as a hot potato.
Yeah, it could have been a hot potato. CIA implant, right? CIA. This brings me to Iri Landucci. Actually, I want to take a break before we get on to Iri Landucci. He was the last minute. Shout out to Team Yahushai. Yeah, good job. Yeah, Troll for Truth is the way. Tim Osmond is a waste of time. Team Yahushai, he knows the truth. He's not a troll. He's a shill. You know, he's out here shilling for Satan. That's what I say. What do you think? You know, Timmy?
Yeah, I watched him there for about a week. Couldn't stand listening to him.
I'm just going to get into the Flat Earth Reset video for a quick 5-minute break here, and then we'll get back into Iri Landucci. He was the last minute guest. Did you know who he was, Blue Blood?
Yeah, I'd seen him before too, and never liked him because I have a hard time understanding him. And really, he just talks about stuff that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, actually, I absolutely nothing to do with the Flat Earth again. So I'm just going to mute here and grab you to mute, bro, and we'll play this video in fair use, Guidelines 107, Section 17.
Hello everybody, I hope you're doing good today. This video may contain copyrighted images being used underneath the Fair Use Act for educational purposes and a laugh. Patricia Steer did a live stream the other day looking extremely cheeky and packing extra trail nuts under her pouches. Hikes up to the Flat Earth billboard to show us. Let's take a look at Patricia. I thought I was the only one that noticed Patricia. But let's take a look at Patricia back when she first interviewed Mark on her third show, her third Flat Earth and Hot Potato show. Now, do you see the difference? You see how close the eyes are to the eyebrows, the brow ridge and all that, and how small her cheeks are a couple years later. Look how far out them brow ridges stick out, how deep her eyes are inset. Them huge fucking cheeks. Wow. Botox overload. And why am I showing you this? Because this just goes to show you what kind of people we're dealing with. Patricia lies her ass off. I realize it's a white lie, a little small white lie about her plastic surgery and Botox and all that shit. Because all she tells us is she gets Botox up here. Other than that, she's just fortunate and took care of her skin and all this other lies. Bullshit. So, yeah, Botox overload. Remember back when we all said, wow, her nose, what's up with her nose? It's looking huge. I think that's because the fake cheeks were wearing off. And then she looked in the mirror and started feeling subconscious because we were talking about her nose, and she made an appointment to get some Botox. But the reason I'm pointing this out, because you got Antonio Subrats going around making it clear to everybody that Patricia is crippled. She's got a bad back. Everybody at the Flat Earth Convention is going to notice this and going to be shocked how crippled she is. Well, Antonio Subrats, please explain down below how a crippled person with a bad back, who you say spends most of her time in her bathrobe at home all day long because it's just too painful to get dressed, how they're able to go bowling, how they're able to bows holding a 8 to 11 pound ball. You know, I got a bad back. I had childhood scoliosis. And it just got worse after working all my life. You know, so the other day when I got out of bed, I hurt my back. That simple. I'd never go bowling. Nor would I try to freaking climb up a 20 or 30-foot embankment when I'm nearly crippled. Yeah. This is what she climbed up, Antonio. This crippled person. You said that's in so much pain. Just more lies. So I expect more lies down below. Please post, Antonio, explaining this. This is what happens. You've been lying a long time for these potatoes, and the lies are all piling up, stacking up on each other. And you're getting called out on it, potato head. Now, Dirt raised almost $6,000 for this billboard and another $1,000 for his drone so he can get this image. He felt this image was important to get to share with the media. You know? There's an RC pilot who flies a 4 horsepower, 12-pound plane that's 6 foot long and 6 foot wide. Now, I have to have insurance to fly it because it could do a lot of damage. You got rules you got to follow. And one of those rules is you don't fly your remote controlled equipment over a freaking highway, putting the public in danger. I mean, it's just idiocy. At any time this thing can lose connection, have a malfunction, and it's going straight down onto that highway he's above. You're a dumbass, Dirt. And you give us RC pilots a bad name by putting the public at risk. You even flying right above all the people. You realize that thing can do some serious damage to somebody's face when it comes down? Dirt man. I've seen what kind of damage them props can do. So how about this? Fly with a little bit of safety in mind and stop putting the public at risk. This is why we got government wanting to make regulations, because idiots like you. So, you know, somebody else said to me, they said, did you see Patricia's bodyguard? And I says, no, I didn't see one, but let me go look at Jaren's and everybody else's footage. So that's what I did. I went and looked at Jaren's footage. And this is Jaren's footage. Oh, no. And I noticed this guy. Patricia never shows him, never goes up to him, says hi or anything like she goes up and says hi to everybody else. But you see this guy, he's just standing there all alone, like he's a loner. And then over here is, to the right is Mark and Robbie. And over here to the left out of view is Patricia. He's kind of sitting there. You watch this video, he's kind of sitting there watching both. Now watch as he moves in front of Jaren here. Pay close attention.
I lost him. I don't know. He's chasing the drone. Where?
There we go. Let's pause this here. Look at this guy's shirt. He's got his gun right there. So yeah, they got their little bodyguards protecting their little CIA agents. You know, got to protect your assets. And this just shows, you know, if these people were good, honest to goodness people, they wouldn't need bodyguards. It's just like our government. They wouldn't need protection if they were doing the right thing. Nor would Patricia and Mark. And it's so obvious. You can see the ripples in the, because he's got something right there underneath his, you know. So, yeah, there's armed protection there to protect Patricia. Now, let's move along here, because I got something I want to show you. We all know Mark. He brags about being a pinball world champion, said this led to a job in the computer industry, and his championship led to a job in the computer industry and all that. Well, this championship that he claims he won was just nothing more than an online game that held a tournament. It's no different than if you go on Facebook and you play a game on Facebook and join a tournament. No freaking different. And like I said, all these little white lies by Patricia lying about her face and not getting plastic surgery, all lying. Mark lying about this, and Antonio lying about Patricia being crippled. Well, you can see Mark ain't the pinball champion. It was a German dude, Fred Van Der. But let's scroll down here. Mark Sargent. Let's see where you. Oh, there you are. You're 28th. So tell us again how this Pinball World Championship led to another job, or your job as in a computer gaming industry. Just more lies piling up. Like I said, these people, they can't even turn on a video camera without lying their ass off. Be it, D Marble or Jaron or Morgile, or I can just keep on going. I just keep on naming people. Vegan Warrior, all these other clowns. It's all about money. Money, money, money. And believe me or not, if they ain't getting money out of your wallet, they're getting money by selling your data. A lot of money. In fact, that's where all the money's made. People don't understand that. The money is made off your data, not off of t-shirts. That's a small profit. T-shirts are. The money is in the data. And all those people at this convention this weekend are having all their data mined and sold to the highest bidder. In fact, I bet you it brings just about as much as Robbie's convention brings in. Because Robbie said there's going to be 550 people there. If you average it out to $150 a person, because the ticket prices range from $109 to $250. So if you average it out to 150 times 550, that's $82,500 that Robbie's making off of this. Sure, some of it goes to the hotel and other expenses, but a lot of it's going in his pocket. And we're told that these people are paying out of pocket to go to this convention. It's a lie.
Woo!
A lot of money's being made. And I'll bet you more than $82,000 is being made off the data being sold. Mined and sold. You're all just slaving for those people, making them rich. They're making a living off of this. Jaron can't come on here and say he ain't making a living off of this, because it's a fucking lie. And you got Jaron begging for money for a experiment that I and others knew wasn't going to happen, because it was just all kinds of problems that we seen. I mean, Jaron ain't even a blue-collar person. And he was talking about standing up an 8-foot 4x4 pressure-treated post in a half a bucket of sand. He just doesn't have a grip on reality. And yet he was sitting here begging, I need $80 for this, $120 for this level, $120 for this laser, and all this to do this experiment. And it failed, like I and others suspected.
Woo!
These people are just mining you for money.
Failed, mining you for money.
That's all it's about.
Have a good day, slaves. So, Blue, what do you think of Flat Earth Reset?
Yeah. I don't know if some people say he's part of their team and he's just playing the other side, but I don't know. He calls them out pretty squarely.
Yeah, he does call them out pretty squarely. I thought he might be on their team too. I still don't know, because
Right, he hasn't called you guys out.
Well, yeah, he called Yash Shagui, and he said that he was an atheist. He hasn't shared any of our... Yeah, he might have been under pressure by the other guys, right? I think we got CC who wants to join. We're going to try and add him. And we'll get back into the coverage in a minute. This Flat Earth Conference coverage is quite... it's quite good, eh?
Yeah, it's like the Noah's Ark for Flat Earth. Only I don't think they got the boat finished.
No, they didn't get any of the boat finished. It's more like I said, it seems more like they were shilling for some sort of politician type role in the flat earth. Really, that's what I couldn't get over that. I added you, CC. You have to accept my invitation and then I can invite you into the call. We got a message from, I think, Blue Blood. No, I'm talking with Blue Blood. What else did you think about the conference? Erie Landucci talk time.
Oh, his whole little spiel there. I mean, he didn't even have to be there for it. He could have just pushed play on the video. And it had nothing to do with flat Earth, really. It was more about Freemasonry than anything. I mean, all the people in that room are probably well schooled in what that stuff is all about. So why was his whole presentation mostly about that? I didn't get why. Did they not have any new material to add?
Well, they didn't add any flat Earth material at all. There was none, right? No flat Earth material. David from Enslaved by Media says FEIC logo is C equals 3, F equals 6, so 3, 6 inside of a circle on 360 degrees. Yeah, that's sort of satanic. So you can either put 72 and circle it, or you can put 3, 6 and circle it as well. Great point.
Wow, too, like Mark Sargent handing out his signed Illuminati flat Earth cards. Like, seriously, dude?
Yeah. So then there was. So yeah, we were going over Erie Landucci. Let me see here. Where was I?
I think these guys are all just there to make themselves more famous. That's all that they're there for. They don't give a shit how much information is true or not.
You mean for more subscriptions and views?
And to get their name more public. You know, maybe have the odd small news channel cover the convention and do a hit piece on them, and you can bet that the most that would be said would be about them individually, not their work.
Yeah, it's an easy way to discredit the flat Earth. You put these guys up here with a bunch of, how did Erie Landucci say it? It's the U's and the Jesuits.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we have Chris Cornell. He's going to join us here with the U's and the Jesuits. You know, and Erie Landucci supposedly was a janitor that realized the Earth was flat while mopping a floor.
Good story.
And then Bob and Globebusters funded his trip. So it was free for him, which is good. Whatever. I think it should be free for all the presenters because they are. Okay, we've been joined by Chris Cornell. How you doing tonight? I could turn the camera off. How you doing, Chris? I don't know if you got your mic unmuted. Maybe I can. Oh, you got your camera on. You know that? It's cool. Mr. Cornell, welcome. I don't think he has a mic plugged in. That's a problem. You got to get a mic, brother. So yeah, as soon as you can talk, Chris, just join in. We'll go back to Erie Landucci. So we do see here he's flashing, you know, Hollywood, a bunch of movies that have absolutely nothing to do with flat Earth. Oh, do you got a mic yet, Chris? We can't hear you.
Yeah, nothing on this end.
No mic. And then they got the wrong AE map. So then we keep going, and you know he's got some Spanish stuff because he's Spanish, right? We can't hear you, Chris. Wow. He shows Alex Jones and a bunch of conspiracies. So basically he talked about like all the conspiracies, but he didn't talk at all about flat Earth. He talked about like Einstein and the atom of the universe, and you know Stephen Hawking's. Like, ladies and gentlemen, this is supposed to be a flat Earth international conference. This is for the flat Earth. This is speaking for all of us, right? Am I wrong? Chris, you got to get
so
you need a mic or a headphones, Chris. You have no mic. We can't hear you. So we want to hear you. And then he showed electronic stuff. And here, as you can see here, we're tweeting working map and model of flat Earth on Event Skeptic and Awake Souls. And then, you know, this guy's not... he's not showing anything at all to do with flat Earth. He shows this bridge. He shows the riverproof, which Awake Souls has the best riverproof video. He shows this weird thing, but he doesn't talk at all about maps and models. And then it goes back to NASA. So that seems to be all that we do. Here's Rick Hummer again. So that's the end of Erie Landucci. They all, you know, cried and hugged him, and he just spewed a bunch of Freemason electric universe nonsense. He didn't even talk at all about the flat Earth.
Nope. But they talked about how open and receiving Skib is, and he'll talk to anybody and go on anybody's show, right?
And Mark will share anyone's meetup.
Yeah, that's not true.
They won't even utter our names. That's why I'm calling out here to free journalists and anyone who might actually be doing a little bit more research involved into this flat Earth and just listening to these yokels. Because I truly do, Blue Blood. I truly think that they're out to totally demise, to sink the flat Earth.
No, I think they're going to ride it out, but this is more about making themselves famous. Right, and then they can go on Star Talk with Neil Lion-Ass Tyson.
That's a great assertion. Can we hear you now, Chris? Is there a little microphone beside your picture? It should be, if you click it.
Yeah, there had to have been a couple people in that audience there today that said, "My God, I shaved my legs for this."
I believe it's Chris Connell, not Cornell. Excuse me, everyone. That was hilarious. Are you there, Chris? No, Mike. You can sign in with your phone as well, Chris. The phone works really well, right? Blue Blood's using it, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, Erie Landucci's done. Oh, there we got some sound out of him. Finally joined by Chris. Is it Connell?
Yeah, that's me. You know
Nice.
what? I forgot. I got a pair of headphones right here, but I don't think my microphone was on, was it?
No, you were muted. We were really hoping to get you into the call here.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Actually, do I need to? I don't need to put a pair of microphones on in order to talk to you guys, right?
On Google Plus, you have to wear headphones, but with Zoom, no, not so much. It's a better platform. That's why we use it, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I would think too. All right, let me. You want me to get back on the Zoom?
Yeah, if there's sound. If you're not happy with the way it is now, yeah, jump on there.
All right. No, the sound.
I can hear him
hold
fine.
on. Yeah, but I can't see you guys with this.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm in the dark. You wouldn't
All
see
right,
me.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I have a lot to talk to you. I got a lot to talk to you about. All right, I'd rather get on the cam. Hold on one second.
I
All
forgot
right, I'm going
the
to hang up.
screen share. Okay, yeah, hang up and jump back in.
All right.
Thank you, Chris. What a nice. We got a new member of Team Yahusha, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just see if he hashtags and use the name. Blue, you were saying you were going to start uploading videos, correct?
Yeah, on my other channel there when I get things straightened out. I only have one good device to use nowadays, and that's my phone, and it just gets to be a pain in the ass. But yeah, I'll try and start putting stuff on that channel.
How's it going,
I already
Chris?
got one of Davy's.
How's it going, Chris? Yeah, you're going to have to use... You can stay on that to show yourself, but you're going to have to stay on the phone as well so we can hear you. Because you're not getting any sound from your mic there. But you can stay on camera and use your phone at the same time. That's why we use Zoom. By the way, Sean G, shout out to another truther. Apparently somebody showed up on his live stream yesterday and played porn, right? Have you heard about this, Blue?
Yeah, it's happened to several people.
So
That's happened to other people that aren't in the flat earth stuff too, that I've been in chats with. People have shown up and did that, and it was just conspiracy theory talk.
Yeah, that's right. Tim Osmond, he does it on multiple platforms, but I don't know if it was him. That's just a supposition. But I told Sean that's the reason why we use Zoom. Do you have a mic? Did you click your mic, Chris? No mic. There should be a little microphone image on your screen. If you're not seeing that, you don't have a microphone plugged in. He found the camera. It's all right. We can bear with you. What you could do is you can leave your camera on and pick your phone back up, Chris, so that you can talk on your phone while we can see you on your camera. That'll work. Oh, good night, Team Yahushai. Thank you for showing up. We won't be going too long. So I guess while Chris gets his sound set up, I'll keep going with... So then we had Rob Skiba show up with the Gospel of the Flat Earth. So basically, he actually spent more time talking about 9/11 and other conspiracies. I guess he didn't hear the quote unquote from Mark Sargent. Flat Earth needs to be spoken well on its own. It doesn't need to be brought in with other conspiracies. You missed the memo, Skiba. And he's promoting Vatican propaganda. The movie The Principal is a Vatican movie, right? I don't know if you've seen it, Blue.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Oh, now we got sound from Chris.
All right, yeah. For some reason, I got you a video, but there's no sound at all. I don't know what the hell the deal is. I'm working off my smartphone, not on the...
Well, we can hear you. If you click the camera image on the screen, you'll be on camera as well. And you can zoom in on the Zoom screen share. You can zoom in. I didn't know if you knew that too, Blue.
Oh, yeah, here we go. I pressed camera. Let's see what happens.
It should work. Zoom is a great
Am I on?
platform.
No, probably not, right?
Not yet. But we can hear you clearly.
I cannot receive video calls at this time. That's what it's saying. All right, well, what are you going to do? All right, you got my voice.
That'd be a data problem for him, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, who knows? I'm on a Note 4, so, it's an older phone. But, guys, I've been checking out your videos. You guys have been doing a great job, by the way. If we're getting into this a couple of years ago, it's been about a year and a half for me now. And I'm not sure where you are on Flat Earth and your beliefs and everybody else. I mean, there's no way of proving anything. We're just all learning everything. But I mean, we're seeing all the signs that it seems like it's leaning toward that either this planet is 17,000 miles, long, or something's wrong here, especially with the sun, the moon, the eclipse we just had. I mean, it just doesn't, the model just doesn't work out. Now, going back to the big boys, I mean, we all, I mean, I was first introduced to them, obviously, through YouTube. It wasn't my fault. And, I mean, I respected them originally. But now I realize what they're doing, and it's all about bucks for them, obviously. And I was really good. I'll tell you, 6 months ago, I really wanted to go to Riley. I was going to spend $1,000 to go down there. I was so psyched. Now I know it's all bullshit. So that's my little 2 cents in there. That's what I'll let you know.
Well, I can tell you, Chris. If you dig a little bit into the videos on Awake Souls channel, as well as mine, and as well as Beyond Flat Earth, you're going to find that we actually do have a working map and model.
You with me?
Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you. Where'd Ronnie go?
Oh, you guys can't hear me.
Oh, I don't know. Is Ronnie around? Who's this?
Hey, no, I was muted. I was talking. I was saying, Chris, you can go and research. Let me tell you now, Wake Souls channel and Beyond Flat Earth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We have a working 2-dimensional map, and we have it in a 3-dimensional program modeled up with the stars and the sun and the moon, just a basic macro and a micro model. And we do have a test that we were funding for that we just came short this year. We refunded everybody. We're gonna start it again next year. We're gonna measure with a water level, just a long hose, and a theodolite.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna do a water level over 3 miles. It's gonna conclusively prove that the Earth is flat. Once we get that experiment under our belt, we're not here for money in any way. We're here for, like, we enjoy talking about the truth, right?
Absolutely, and nor am I. As a matter of fact, in my last video that I put out, I'm going to conduct an experiment just like you. It's going to be on I want to get 10 inches. 3 miles is about like 6, I think, if I'm correct. Mm-hmm. And I mean, here in New York, we don't have a lot of flat ground. So I have to check on Google Maps. There's got to be a farm around here that's got to be like 4 or 5 miles, something like that. And all I'm going to do is just get my P900, get a freaking yardstick, 4 miles out there and mark it. If you can see that, I mean, it's just like going down to Long Island Sound.
That's great what you just said.
That's
perfect right there. If you have a stick with red paint on it that's like 2 feet above the ground, and you can pick that up with a P900. Yeah, that's proof. Jaron already did that. He did a test 3 years ago. Remember, if you were following him then, where he had someone shining.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, he tried to shoot a laser beam across 3 Mile Bay, and the laser beam.
But you can't. I mean, yeah. No, I'm sorry. The thing lightens up to 10 feet.
Yeah, it was 18 feet wide. It was 18 feet wide at the other end, right? So what he ended up doing was he got a photographer to zoom in on, and he took a shiny piece of cardboard and he flashed a flashlight on it at the ocean height. But some people say that he hoaxed it. A computer graphics guy told me that he actually put the pixel flash in later, so he faked the footage. But yeah, I still believe that the Earth is flat. That's what I try to warn people about, because we believe that the people that are out there looking like politicians today at this conference are actually mocking and doing as least amount as possible to actually spread the truth. They're just putting people back to sleep.
We have a space shuttle launch. Actually, one of my subs commented, it's actually not happening tomorrow morning. They scrubbed it. It's now happening on Saturday. I mean, this is a space shuttle launch that's happening, and I mean, Obama got rid of NASA. I mean, he totally he's not funding him anymore. Nobody's mentioning about the space shuttle launch. Nobody's mentioning about the sun and the moon. The big boys are just not talking about any of the right stuff. They just
what do you mean?
Rehashing the same thing.
What do you mean shuttle launch? Didn't they retire the shuttle?
Apparently not. There's one on Saturday morning. It's in Virginia. It's going to be.
It's got to be a rocket. Can't be the shuttle.
Yeah, that would be on every news channel in the world if they were launching the shuttle.
Oh no! I'm sorry, not a shuttle. It's just a rocket. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. What I was going to do is I got a guy in Spain who's so we were going to watch this together. So now it's great because I have to work tomorrow morning at like 5 a.m. So now this is going to be pushed over until Saturday, so I could actually conduct this. I'm going to do a video. Check it out.
Oh, excellent! So you make videos. Your channel is Chris Connell.
No. It's C, space C.
That's the name of your channel.
That's my channel.
That's the 33, right?
I know, it's my initials. What am I going to do,
Yeah, I know. I hear you there. If I was born on the 6th month of the 6th day at 6 o'clock, what would I do, right? If that's the way I was born. I guess it's...
it's my name. I can't do anything about it. I didn't make it up for myself. But just, C, not don't put space, just C, space, C. And you'll see all my videos. It's right up there. I got like 70 or 80 videos out right now. But It's not about that. It's just about waking freaking people up. And here in New York, people are just so freaking asleep. I mean, it's unbelievable because they don't have. There's no flat ground around here. Not only that they're very smart and very educated around here and very indoctrinated.
Very indoctrinated,
and they don't want.
Because I'm from Toronto, it's similar. Indoctrinated was the better word, I think, than smart. Because, I found some people on the street that are, way quicker. They'd be like, "Yo, these people are lying." But in New York, there are some flat areas. You have the ocean there, right?
Yeah, it's quite long, and it's an hour drive from me. So in where I am in Westchester County, you got pretty much all hills around here, and I'm giving a lot of information out to you guys. I hope you're not stealing it, all right?
Yeah, right.
I used to truck through New York in the 90s, and Interstate 90 from east to west is pretty flat. But yeah, most of New York, it's pretty hilly.
Yeah, same with
It's all hilly here.
The Adirondack Mountains, there's a lot of hilly areas in New York, but there's some flat places I've been on.
Oh, absolutely. And, I still point out to people that, hey, look, there's no way you can see those mountains up in the Catskills from 5 states away. There's a hotel right there that boasts. It's actually, well, it used to be called the 5 States Hotel. Now it's a different name. But, 5 years ago, it didn't occur to me. But, when it was originally opened up and boasting 5 states, you can't see mountains 5 states away. You're talking, what, 3, 4, maybe 600 miles? What's that on the diagram? I don't have that thing in front of me right now.
Yeah,
you couldn't see a mountain at all.
But I have a video on my channel as well that's dealing with perspective, Chris, and at 3 miles, basically any building, depending on how high it rises above the horizon, will then start to lose floors from the ground up the further you move away from the building, and the more you approach the building, it'll gain floors until you're at the base of the building. Obviously, everyone can understand that. So all of the perspective things like boats going over the horizon, these have all been totally debunked, and they're now less than moot points. But at this place here, if you can see the screen, the mapping model that we promote is more of a sinusoidal type repeating map system where 24 hours is broken up from half of Antarctica to the other half of Antarctica. Have you seen this map model?
No, I haven't seen that one. I'll take a look at it. All I'm looking at right now is my phone with your phone number on it, and I can't. Let me see if I can do it. Hold on 1 sec. Let me get back. Let me get back into YouTube, and no, here you are. Okay, I'm going to press play here. Look at that! Yeah, no, that's you. So no, I can't even get into. I can't do this on my phone.
Yeah, his phone doesn't have the right platform.
Yeah, you could take a look at it. You can take a look at it later. But what we definitely have is basically, it's a totally different looking map and model in the way that things work. But we've actually mapped out a flat Earth map that has 2 poles. It has a northern celestial pole and a southern celestial pole, and it doesn't do circles. So that's the fake flat Earth. I don't know if you've been indoctrinated yet with that lie, but
I don't know what they're doing up there. And who does? We can't sit here and watch the sun and the moon go in circles. So I have, in terms of going in circles, I have no idea.
Yeah, we can measure it, right? In our circle of sight, it's about 3 to 8 miles in distance from what we can actually measure and observe with different observation tools. And the internet's a great tool to aid us in shooting the sun, shooting the moon, getting declination, and basically your your noon declination point. So the meridian crossing path. So wherever you are on the Earth at noon, or your highest meridian point of the day in your circle of sight, that'll actually give you a coordinate system. So you can actually navigate anywhere on Earth using our map if you know where the sun is. So this is something that we can do. It's not out of the ordinary. The ball Earth actually is the huge fail because they've they've had to add like magnetic north, true north. They've got two different norths. You know, I'm sure you've heard there's like anomalies with let's say the Bermuda Triangle, because they're hiding the true way that the magnetics actually work. But this whole UN map, flat Earth map, I don't know if you've been indoctrinated in that as well, but it's totally false.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some of your videos on that, and I mean, you know, you go down to Long Island, and with a pair of binoculars, you can zoom in on a barge that doesn't exist there at all. And that pretty much, as anybody else in the flat Earth community, I mean, whether, I don't know, who knows, if it's flat, if it's huge, if it's, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of weird things you're looking at, a lot of different atmospheric things going on, you know, 50 miles out there on the ocean itself. You know, everybody asks, why can't we see China? Hey, Christ, you know, I go over a bridge, I can see 5 miles away from me if there's enough fog. You know, it's just 5 miles. Could you imagine, you know, 1,000 or 2,000?
Yeah, but you're missing the point. You know, perspective, right? The ground starts to become the sky at 3 miles. So you can only see to the horizon, right? So you can't see from New York to France, right? Or to Spain, because the horizon stops at 3 miles. That's where the boats supposedly go over the horizon. But really, it's just that's your circle of sight. We don't have... See, the heliocentric model proposes that we have superhuman sight, that we can see trillions of light years.
No, we don't. No, we can't. That's BS. We know that.
So yeah, I guess I'll like Blue. Why don't you? What have you found in the flat Earth to share with the?
Well, as far as your own proof, I've driven across Canada. I've driven across the U.S. Now, if you pay attention to the sun when you get up in the morning and start driving east to west, let's say Ontario, when you drive out of Ontario, you're kind of going northwards for a while. But then when you hit Manitoba, from Manitoba, which is West Hawk Lake, is when you start into Manitoba. By the time you hit to Calgary, if you look at it, it's pretty much a straight line across Canada, and the sun will stay with you the whole way in a straight line.
Yep.
So it's not,
the moon does
you don't see it rise and then circle around in front of you and head away. It stays with you the whole way. Same as interstate.
Yeah, exactly.
Interstate 80 it's not quite a straight shot across the U.S., but it is pretty much from, you know, in the east to the west. Interstate 90 has a section where it's fairly straight. But yeah, I've noticed that the sun just stays with you all day long. It doesn't go away in this circle arc away from you.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the hypotenuse? And what
with the sun?
What is you?
That it's going straight across the plane.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. I mean, the moon does too. I mean, you follow it all night long. You follow the. I mean, I've driven for 12 hours. You know, and
well, here, Chris, I'm gonna totally blow your mind here. You ready for this? Okay, I don't know if you watch Star Trek. Okay, ready? So what you live inside of. Yeah, what you live inside of, really, is you're in a holodeck, and on the outside of the holodeck, you're in one of those avatar-type containers, and you're actually manifesting your consciousness on a flat plane in the holodeck, and you're actually, what Awake Souls and I are theorizing is that if we had a treadmill, we could all be in a 6x6 room with a suit on and goggles, right? Just walking around in the same spot. And this is what we found through research and observation and documentation. So basically, you're in the holodeck, you're playing an avatar, because everything in this simulation is connected and alive, right? It all vibrates through resonance, and collective consciousness is real. The New Age movement has co-opted some truthful things, like we are actually made from light, and that we all can make a difference in this world, in this realm. So we basically think here, and I'm going to speak for the whole team here, that basically you're in a holodeck type of reality where everything is localized to you. So like a rainbow moves away from you, but you can still see it. So does the sun, the moon, and all the stars. So you're under this holodeck sky. So as you're moving, it's continuing to wrap around you and render to you what it should be on a macro scale on this map that we proposed. So yeah, what do you think of that?
I saw one of your videos, and the way you wrap around your life itself, you've actually created it before you even realized it. And that was a video that actually hit home. I mean, it really did. Like, if you think you're only going to become a blue collar worker, and I can understand that type of realm. I really can. It's interesting. It really is. And I'm not against it. I'm not against anything. I'm just happy we're all trying to wake everybody up here. And I there's no way that I can. I mean, it's tough enough even dropping down chemtrails on people here in New York, let alone something as heavy as that. I mean, it's.
Well, yeah, we think they're demonic. We don't even think they're real. We think that the propaganda being promoted on YouTube might actually be what's causing the chemtrails, the people calling attention to it. But that's not, scientific. My supposition is that we manifest anything in this world. But we definitely, Wake Souls has a video called Chemtrails Are Demonic. It's amazing. And we've both literally prayed planes out of the sky. Like, they've disappeared, let alone the chemtrail stopping. The whole plane is gone. So, I'm seriously.
It's funny because I'm not kidding about this, because I do watch the skies, and I've seen that. I've seen the trails just kind of disappear, and I'm not 100% sure if the plane disappeared, but the trail does. It turns on, turns off. You definitely have something there. I'm not gonna shun that at all. I mean.
We call it standing in the gaps. But like I said, if we believe that we're in a simulation, and we think the elites and the higher ups, the people that are reincarnated into these high powerful families, they know this too, right? And there's some sort of a karmic law that's involved in this game. Basically, the simulation, the holodeck, you put your quarter in and you play, but it's everlasting life that depends on it. So we're trying to wake people up to try to manifest, heaven on earth for real. And we're using the scriptures, and, we get beat on a lot because we believe that the scripture, we get mashed, right?
Well, the Zuckerman, that little son of a bitch, sorry for my language, grew up right down the street from me, in Ardsley, New York. And his dad is actually a very successful dentist. Not dentist. He's an MD here in Westchester County, and he always has been. But he's not an elite. He's a multimillionaire, but I mean, nothing like his son. So I mean, I've watched this kid grow up from nothing, from riding a bike up and down my street, literally, to becoming the richest person in the world now. So that's why I just. When everybody says the elite, when you see somebody like this who's nothing and goes to Harvard and creates Facebook and, is now the richest person in the world, who's now running the world, that knows something that we don't know that's going on, and we don't. I mean, we're never going to know what the truth is at this point, unless if we have a complete collapse. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's my personal feeling of Zuckerman.
A lot. We get that a lot here. We'll never know. We'll never figure it out. And that's why we keep saying we got to ask the creator, does he want it known? And then what can we do to spread that word? And we've been fighting really hard, and it takes a toll on us. But I can't stop. Like today, I went through the Flat Earth conference, and I had to get on here and share with everybody the absolute non-Flat Earth talk. There wasn't any Flat Earth proofs at all. No waking anybody up. It was like people out there proselytizing,
No, I know. I'm up to all. I haven't gotten any notifications on my phone about anything that's going on down there in North Carolina.
I'll leave this link. I'll send you the link where it's all posted.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks. I mean, the hot potatoes hasn't done anything. Friggin'. She did one video with her face cheeks. Holy shit! Did you see the face cheeks on that?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
She looked really hot 2 years ago. I don't know what the hell she did to herself.
Yeah, she's changed quite a bit. And I think, like, I don't know what's going on with that whole data mining, whatever that kind of crew has got going on, but we don't want... We're trying to expose everything. But the main thing is true that we do wake people up. And this call probably might get disconnected for a minute, and then I'll have to call you guys back in a moment. I'll be back. One sec, guys.
That's the reality. This is real. Now everyone gets to see who we really are. Yeah.
Well, it is true. People are getting to see who they really are, right? But what is it that they're really speaking about? We don't know. From what we've seen, is that they're speaking about themselves. They're not talking about flat Earth. Well, they have tomorrow, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. But as of now, they're not really. Where's CC? I don't see you. Oh, there you are, buddy. So I've re-invited you guys. Thanks again for joining me tonight for this recap. We're always, sorry about that. We're always thankful to have everybody joining us with the recap. We got both guys back because we'll definitely, hopefully, Awake Souls will be joining me tomorrow night on his channel with the 780. I'm sorry, everybody, too. I apologize. OBS is streaming me at a stable signal so that there's no reverberations in the voice because we don't have the bandwidth right now from the area we're in. Right now it's got a low bandwidth. So if you can't read some of the stuff on the screen, we'll be getting that fixed. These are just, we're just practicing towards our studio that we will manifest one day, right? That's what we're hoping and dreaming for. We're trying to get better, right? So why don't you two have a little chat, a little talk? Maybe you guys could go over a little bit more of the conference.
He never watched it, though, had he?
Oh, no? I thought he was saying he saw some parts.
No, I thought he said he hadn't seen it yet.
Are you there, Chris? No, he didn't make it in yet.
Well, all I saw at that conference today was a bunch of YouTubers getting together to pat each other on the back. That's all I could see happening there today. And you paid how much to stream that?
I believe it was $30-something, I guess, American.
That
It wasn't too bad. Like, well, I was bad because there was absolute no flat Earth talk.
To me, it was like paying for a UFC fight that lasts 10 seconds.
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah, you were disappointed, right? There was nothing new.
No, Chris, you don't have we got to get you a mic. You need headphones with a mic on them. We can't hear you. Unless you're muted or you haven't changed your system. It's hard for Chris, eh? Flat Earth International Conference. We will be passing around the collection plate later. We can't donate to you. I'm sorry. We don't want any donations, and we're not donating. We're barely getting by ourselves. Part-time vegan, you of course can get an invite. That's without a doubt. As long as you don't call us rapists tonight, please. This is a family-friendly show.
No rape cows there.
No rape and no cows tonight. It was a great call, though. I really enjoyed it on Awake Souls channel. That was one of my favorite hangouts of all time, by the way, Blue. I didn't know if I told you that.
Yeah, we hit on a lot of good points there.
Yeah, it sure was.
You could take any of the points we talk about and do a whole show on it and just talk about it.
Well, I broke it up on Jason's channel into 4 episodes or 3 episodes. I broke it into hourly segments so the people can get to it, right? And I'm going to mute. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. Got to take a quick drink break. Thanks, guys. Keep going.
Are you there, Chris?
Yeah, Chris is muted. But we will have the part-time vegan, almost atheist joining us tonight. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
First of all, let me start by saying that the rape thing was just to make a point. Obviously, I don't rape cows or anything.
No, we know. We're just making fun.
Yeah. Okay. So the guys in the chat were kind of curious about flight paths on our map. They're saying that it wouldn't work on our map. Well, let's say our map didn't exist. If you actually look at flight paths, they don't really work on any map because there's. Are you guys familiar with the time some lady was pregnant on a plane and her water broke, and they ended up stopping, I believe, in Alaska instead of stopping at You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, and if you just look at flight paths on a globe, it doesn't work. And then look on flight paths on a flat Earth, some flight paths don't work. So, my take home point from that is flight paths aren't made for efficiency. They're just made to, I suppose, to keep a secret. Well, not necessarily keep a secret, but they're not. At least flight paths, from my perspective, are not made for efficiency. That's what I draw for that. So to say that a flight path wouldn't work on our map isn't a good argument because really flight paths don't work on any map. As far if you're just looking for flight paths on efficiency.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's been a lot of flight path debunking on the globe for sure.
Right.
And there's been lots of videos on the circle map, how it works on there. But then there's other guys have debunked that.
Right. So I don't really see that as a critique against. Well, I don't really take that critique serious. Is there any other objections to the map while we're on this topic?
Any other what?
I was talking to the chat because they're bringing up objections towards our map, and I'm seeking to reconcile it.
Well, they've proven that, have they? Who said that?
Wait, can y'all hear me okay? I think I turned my mic. Am I clear?
Yeah, you're good and clear.
Okay, good. The curve in there is not too good. We can measure the curve, and there is too. It's funny how people. Okay, so we have somebody named Dude's Drink or whatever. He said that we can measure the curve. It's funny how they always say we can measure the curve, but we never see the curve.
You know, I hear some people on the globe side saying that now that the Earth is so big that it is such an infinitesimal amount of curvature that's why you can't see it. And that they basically in saying that they're debunking the flat Earth or the ball Earth maths, right?
Can you guys hear me? The flight routes do work. I don't know if you guys are talking about some sort of a portal. We don't endorse any portals. You fly from east to west and north to south the same way you would do it in any reality. The flight routes really do work.
We were saying that you fly through a portal. We're saying that the flight paths on whatever model you use, flight paths aren't based on efficiency because there's anomalies in the flat Earth map. And there's also anomalies in the round Earth map when you look at.
Oh, not our map.
So I'm saying that if someone says the flight path doesn't work on our map, well, it doesn't work. I mean, I'm saying no map or no flight paths are just drawn from efficiency, from getting like to point A to point B.
Yeah, our map is. You dead reckon on our map. I'll show you again here on Blender. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. A straight line becomes a great circle route. So when you draw a straight line anywhere on this map, it becomes a round arc on the globe. We've already proven this. So, like if you draw a line across here, if I annotate, I'll show you guys. Jason's much better with the graphics than me. I just do my best like I do here in Blender. So if you draw a line like this and like this, right? You see how that's a straight line? When I wrap this to the ball, it's going to be a circle route. It's going to look, a circle. It's not going to work, but it does actually perfectly work. And when you measure from here to here, or from here to here, from here to here, all these times, they work absolutely phenomenal. There's not a flaw in them. So dead reckoning is a straight line on our map, and it becomes a room line on a globe. So everyone who wants to do any research, this dead reckoning line becomes a room line. It becomes like that, right? So this map does really work. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Is that FEIC in the chat? Is that their official channel?
It might be.
That's their official channel. And it has only 61 subscribers? Seriously?
Yeah, this might be. Yeah, this might be.
Well, there was only 61 people went to the show today?
No, there might
All
have
the
been over
temperature
100.
mechanisms are going to be below us. Yeah, the sun's going to give off some heat, obviously, but no more than a big light bulb in a. I know it sounds cheesy, but a big light bulb in a big area like a terrarium. You can do so much more below than you can above. So the short answer to that, as far as where does the heat come from, I think mostly below with the system. That's how I would do it.
Oh, that's giving me a clue.
Well,
yeah, I've got a raging clue right now.
To the debunking tomorrow of the conference. Maybe this was just basically an introduction and basically a dick measuring contest or something. I don't know. But I feel that they did try to promote themselves and kind of political. Yeah, go ahead.
And too, well, they admitted today that their model has flaws, doesn't work.
Right.
Not in so many words. Sargent even said that, but he wouldn't elaborate though.
What's y'all's take on ODD TV? Because he actually dropped out the conference when he found out about Mark Sargent. Do you think he just is Shell playing a role, or what do you think about him?
Well, he's promoting the same map on his channel, and I think he was kind of drug in, a friend of a friend of a friend. Who knows? But that's not what was his channel was about, right? To begin with.
Right.
But why he's not there, I don't know. It's probably a personal thing amongst them, as far as I can tell. No idea why he's not there.
He's actually one of the channels that I'd say I trust, because the information that he brings out, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think a lot of flat earthers keep the AE projection, or keep promoting the AE projection because they can't find anything else. Like I think Event said that he had to search like months just to find the oblique Mercator map, and not a lot of people know about it, so they just kind of say, well, what else are you supposed to bring up? And don't get me wrong, it does have a lot of flaws, but to get the general idea of flat Earth, I think it does at least accomplish that.
I wonder who's speaking on behalf of Flat Earth Conference in the chat. Like, who is it?
We all have flaws. Mark has some more signed Illuminati cards. We'll be giving them out later.
Like, that just seems like a joke, that whole Illuminati card thing. Why would you bother?
I don't know. That you sending out flaws for the business in that dimension.
I don't know. I watched it today. The whole thing seemed like a joke.
Yeah. What a shell show. It's not enough time. Was it like broadcast anywhere? Like, did people like actually talk about this outside of the conference?
Oh, I haven't seen too much about it so far than what we watched today from there.
I was. So it wasn't like some event everyone was talking about. Oh, these bunch of flat earthers are getting together, having a conference.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It almost sounds to me like this didn't really help at all. It's just kind of just people gathered.
You should invite Flat Earth International Conference on. Find out who it is.
Yeah, I don't. They're not going to come on. They don't have Zoom. But unfortunately, the problem with I'm finding with a lot of flat earthers is, ODD, his Flat Earth in 5 minutes, is every lie that you could think of about flat Earth. He is the promoter of the false map. He made the CGI. I think he made some CGI. That's being shared on like Australian television, and it's being totally mocked worldwide. And my supposition is the fact that he wasn't at the conference is because he was going under an alias. He was saying that his name was Mike Jack. And this is before he was exposed as someone who's convicted of a rape charge. I'm not out here to throw stones because, like I said, ODD does good quality videos with good hip hop. He's a rapper. But it's actually illegal to go to a conference where there's going to be children and women, and to go there under an alias. I believe that breaks his probation. So he probably had to pull out of the conference the whole time. Robbie Davidson was probably just using him to try to sell tickets. And it backfired in a bad way. I'm really shocked that the conference actually took place, considering that the people in the Flat Earth Conference aren't speaking for the true Flat Earth in any way. This has been painful. I'm thankful that I've got great people to talk to, like you guys, Blue, and a new friend, Almost Atheist, and everybody in the chat. But this has got to be blatantly obvious to people now that if we go through 10 hours of footage today, you're not going to see absolutely one flat Earth proof, not one. You're going to see Vatican suppositions, Neil deGrasse Tyson's multiple universes, fart noises. It was a shame. It was. I'm honestly insulted as a flat earther. I already knew it was going to happen, so I'm not too upset. But come on, people.
Well, the other thing you heard in the conference was children, crying babies, and a speaker using the F word.
Yeah, they played that over the mic.
Very professional. And why would you have children there? This is supposed to be an adult thing.
The only thing that I actually take the flat Earth super, super serious, and I think that's a fault of mine. So it's almost like a child of mine. Like when I grow plants, I'm obsessed with them. They're live. Like I think with them. If the weather's cold, I'm like, oh, my plant's gonna be okay. So the flat Earth to me is a living entity. It's the truth. And these people here are just absolutely mocking us today. Like,
well, they're mocking themselves too. I mean,
this guy's.
I wouldn't have got up on that stage presenting what they did.
We got electrical universe suppositions, not even proven. It's just a demonstration they made with some sand and some electricity in a box. At a Flat Earth International first conference in North America. It was supposed to be like some record-breaking thing. And then we got NASA. We got Jaron. Jaron went up on stage and just ad-libbed his... he was the major speaker. We had Ire Landucci, ladies and gentlemen. He could barely speak English, which is okay. I know it does offend some people. If you're going to have a conference and you're going to have it well-spoken, you want people to get the gist of your conference. Rick Hummer, who doesn't even make Flat Earth content, is now supposedly the spokesman of the Flat Earth, who's wearing the Chicago skyline footage, what has been proven to be a fake spoof news report that they created. People need to wake up. This is definitely government shill networks taking over. You guys, I'm going to cut this short tonight. We're going to have to do this again tomorrow night after the conference. And again, if anybody wants to tune in tomorrow and listen muted, get a hold of us on Zoom. That's Awake Eeple, AWAKEEPLE @gmail.com, or Jason Laufenberg @mac.com. That's JASON LAUFENBERG at mac.com. Send us an invite. We'll add you if you're already added to us. Blue, you hung out with us today. How was it?
No, it was good. Yeah, we made more sense watching that than in between speakers than the speakers themselves, I thought.
Wait, y'all watched it on stream or?
Just right here, what I got it on my screen, it just looks like this. And I can tweet.
Knowing how disappointed today was, tomorrow will be just as bad.
Well, the flatties, right? We're going to watch them all give you.
I was ready to turn it off. I was so bored with seeing the same crap I've been seeing for 2 years.
Are they going to go up on stage and accept the Flatty Awards? Like, because they're each going to get one, right? All the people at the conference.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think they've preemptively given themselves awards.
But I'll invite you tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll invite you, Almost Atheist. I'll invite all the team that's on Zoom. And we can go at this again. But, yeah, just thankful that we could get out here and talk a little bit tonight about what's going on. Blue, thank you for joining me, Almost Atheist.
My pleasure.
You guys did a great job. So
right, tomorrow we will do it again.
Yeah, guys. Thanks, guys. You have a good night. I'm just gonna play it out with a video, and make sure you all tune in again tomorrow for the updates, and hit me up on Zoom if you'd like to join us for the private stream of the event. Because that's what we want. We actually want to share the truth, and we want to be able to combat these guys with their lies. Huge shout out to Nacho Cinque Curello. I think I said that really bad. We're not using Beyond Flat Earth anymore, Nacho, because they suppressed that channel super. We get 2 viewers per podcast, and we'd like to at least reach 20. You know, I don't care about the numbers, but I do. I do care about the numbers. So, yeah, what did I want to play? I wanted to play. Sorry, guys. You just catch at the end of the podcast. You'll have to tune in again to hear it from the top. That's not it. Where you go? Yeah, thank you everybody again. We're super thankful. I'm super thankful that I got to share this time with you guys. And I hope you tune in tomorrow. So, love you all. Thank you. And we'll
This is a special Flat Earth announcement.
The Flat Earth International Conference 2017 commentary with event, Skeptic, and Awake Souls. Simulation, realization, nation. Team Yahweh Productions.